I'm really pleased that Cardiff Public Services Board are jointly committing to a staff healthy travel charter. Between the public services in Cardiff, thousands of people are employed, and we need to make sure that we're giving them options to travel in a sustainable way. Some simple actions like allowing staff to have access to the Cycle to Work scheme, encouraging them to consider their travel options in advance, making sure that we have got the infrastructure for electric vehicles are really important in terms of not just meeting the carbon emissions targets that we've signed up to, but actually the wider benefits of keeping people healthy and keeping people active.
So the Healthy Travel Charter was a piece of work done across the Public Services Board in Cardiff. So that's a group of public sector organisations which have come together to try and tackle some of the big issues in Cardiff. And two of the things that they had said were priorities were around air quality and around how people get around in terms of travelling. So one of the ways to try and address that was to bring together a whole load of actions that we could do collectively to try and tackle these issues, and the charter was what came out of that.
So I think the Healthy Travel Charter is a commitment from us as an organisation to work with our staff to create a healthier environment for staff. So encouraging them to walk to work, to cycle to work, or to take alternative means of transport to work, just so that we can create a healthier environment. My sense is it will create more physical activity, and we know that that has a positive impact on health, but it'll also clean up the environment. We'll have reduced air pollution, and we also know that that has an impact on health as well.
It's a significant but small step that each individual can take towards the decarbonisation agenda. I think sometimes these big climate change agendas can seem almost beyond the scope of individuals to tackle. But actually, if we all do get out of our cars and on a bike or walk to work, actually it makes a difference. So I think that's the contribution that this piece of work can make.
Well, people want to be healthy and they want to be happy, and as an organisation we want the same. In fact, we've got a responsibility for that. We forget sometimes, you know, that being active or not being active contributes to things like dementia, to heart disease, to diabetes. And we want to prevent all of those. Most of those can be prevented, so being active is a key way to do that.
So the benefits are great in a sense. This is about how we use our employees as role models within our community. So by focusing on physical activity, making it easier for people to walk or to cycle to work, promotes that physical activity amongst the wider population.
We've just done a survey of all our staff to look at what the barriers are to active travel, and I think that that's the sort of role that the public sector can play.
What we need to do is to role model behaviours. We need to encourage society to respond, and what better way to do that than respond ourselves. So I think we've got a leadership role to play alongside our partners within the Public Sector Board to actually promote the way in which we want to live our lives and should live our lives to create a healthier environment for our staff, for society as a whole, and for our future generations.
What Cardiff are doing is absolutely in line with the Wellbeing of Future Generations Act. We want to see this charter expand beyond the public sector to a whole range of organisations across the city, and also for other towns, cities and local authorities to follow this lead.